Hey traders, I hope everything is going well. In this video we will be speaking about why people consistently lose money in the market by not understanding the bigger picture and the way the market itself moves. Because the market moves in waves, and here I made this drawing for you in order to put the attention on this topic that most people don't understand. We have here a big monthly candle. Inside this monthly candle we will have 4 weekly candles. Each one of these weekly candles will be made by 5 daily candles, obviously. And here on the monthly time frame you see only one big green candle. Here on the weekly you see 3 green candles but 1 red candle. And here on the daily time frame you will have much more red candles compared to the weekly, and obviously a monthly has 0. So the point is that most people analyze the market only, let's say, on the 1 hour time frame. And on the 1 hour time frame, let's say this even this candle here, okay, let's now take into consideration only the first weekly candle. This candle here on the daily time frame, basically we will have 1 red candle. So inside this weekly candle that seems only green, this weekly candle itself is made by these 5 daily candles that I have just circled, and inside these 5 candles there is one particular candle, this red one here, that is obviously red. And the point is that people that are analyzing only based on the 1 hour time frame, they will see that for a continued amount of time, so it's obviously 24 hours, the market is just printing lower lows and lower highs. So they will think that the market is actually on a, or even worse, people looking at the 50 minutes time frame and ignoring the higher time frames will think that the market is in a bearish trend. While obviously if you know from higher time frame that the market is supposed to go to the upside, you will know that this is just a small retracement inside of the higher trend. Here, let's keep going. The next candle is another red candle, and inside this rejection candle you will obviously have the next 5 candles. So these 5 candles here will create this candle here. Inside this retracement you will obviously have a big bearish trend on both the 1 hour and 50 minutes, and obviously everything under those time frames, and people will just be ready to short. But the truth is that it's pretty obvious that the market is still in an uptrend, and this is just a retracement, possibly to one of the Fib levels that you will be easy to identify by taking your Fib from the low to the high. I will bring back also the 78.6. So obviously the market is just inside a retracement of the bigger upper move, and it is just a matter of time before the next impulse to the upside begins. Now this is something that people really ignore, because if you understand higher time frame patterns, then you can just use your knowledge of where the market is supposed to go based on higher time frames to wait for this retracement to take place, and after the retracement is over and how you understand that is over, where it's obvious, you will just go down on lower time frames, this time knowing that based on higher time frames you're supposed to be bullish, and you will be ready to wait for a structure break to take your entry. So if you know from higher time frame, let's say from the monthly, you know that you're bouncing off a support level, then on the daily time frame you will wait for this retracements, and on the 4 hours, let's say, because for me most of the time 99% of my entries are taken on the 4 hours, if not 100%. Inside these areas here you will be ready to take your longs, and in this way you will be able to take the long with a really big risk to reward and a higher probability that the market will move in your favor, because you know from the higher time frames that the market is supposed to be bullish. I hope this helped. If it did, post in the comments below, because I will be making more of these educational videos.